baby blue. Yeah, those baby blue. A broken man without a path. A vagrant aimless without a mouth. Took 2 long breaths and just one more. Till my lungs couldn't hold another. For you and me. And those baby blues. Yeah, those baby blues. Those baby blues. Yeah, those baby blues. A broken man without a path. A vagrant aimless without a mouth. Some kisses your cheek and then grazes your neck. Makes my lips so damn jealous.
24/7 Buff Pandemonium presents Sunday Sessions, the pregame show of the Buffalo Fan Base Network. Today, our Buffalo Bills take on the Cleveland Browns in an AFC matchup. Special shout out Corey Blaine, 24/7 Buff Pandemonium's Spaghetti O's superfan.
Yo, what is up? You are tuned into Sunday Sessions, the official kickoff game of the Buff Fan Base Network. I'm your host, Swank from 24/7 Buff Pandemonium. Right over here next to me is my brother from another mother, Mr. Scooter Magooter, Scott Reed.
What's up, fellas? What's up, Bills Mafia? Hey, I got you all. Isn't it funny how the technology works? Is right at 11:30, all my shit starts working.
Yeah, man, it's like, it's cosmic. It's beautiful. Below us is, ladies and gentlemen, if you could bottle and spread smooth, right? If you were like looking for the smoothest peanut butter possible, but in audio form, talking about Buffalo Bills and sports, right here, this is your Peter Pan, creamiest of the cream. That's Ryan Thomas, RT from Thomas Takes Sports.
Oh, I love it. I love it. I love it. One would say, if I'm peanut butter, Swank, you're jelly. That's we'll roll with that, right?
All right, yeah. And Scooter's the bread that holds us together, man.
Yes, exactly.
I was gonna say, don't you dare call me the fluff, because in no part of my life do I ever want to be a fluffer.
Jared's the fluff. Jared's the
fluffer nutter too. Anyway, hey, family friendly show here. Sunday Sessions is, guys. We are getting all of our last minute hot takes on this big matchup we got going on today against the Cleveland Browns. Now, as a self-admitted Cleveland Browns hater, as far as the organization being complete garbage and doing absolutely everything wrong that you could possibly do and ruining Myles Garrett's career in the process. We talk about Josh Allen not getting a chance to chase a ring. Myles Garrett is like in Josh Allen's dust down the road. Like, what's the Super Bowl? What's the playoffs? I don't even know, but yeah, it was funny because I literally had to unblock Cleveland Twitter so that when their inactives come out, I can show them. Yeah, I forgot that I'd blocked them. I thought that was really funny. Yeah, part of the reason why we love doing this show is as soon as the inactives hit, we're on it, man. And no time like the present. Right here is your inactive list for the day. Wow. I'm glancing at it really quick. This image is something that Buffalo Bills PR Twitter posts, and we love it because it doesn't just show you the inactives. It gives you the whole roster for the day. and it can kind of help fill in the gaps in some of the decisions and maybe give you a glimpse into what the game plan is. So inactive today, Keon Coleman, which a lot of us were like, is Keon going to be inactive? But the reason we thought that was because the next guy on the list, Gabe Davis, might be active. But we got Keon and Gabe inactive today. Matt Prater, which we knew, Darnell Savage, Jordan Phillips, which we knew, Tylen Grable, Larry Ogunjobi, all inactive today. Interesting list. RT, man, hit me. What's your first impression here?
Well, I look at obviously Keon Coleman. I believe it's the third time that he's a healthy scratch this season, and I'm with you, Swank. I thought if Keon was inactive, then that would mean Gabe would be active. But Gabe Davis, that being also inactive. So you look at the starting five: Joshua Palmer, Khalil Shakir, Tyrell Shavers, Mecole Hardman Jr., and Brandon Cooks just pulled up. So that's pretty good to see. A little bit more of a speedier, sizable wide receiver core today, going up against the Cleveland Browns defense. And at the very least, the offensive line, for the most part, is healthy. Could mean a big day for the rushing game. Could mean a big day for James Cook. Could mean a big day for Ty Johnson as well via the run or the pass.
I think those are all very, very wise summations that you've just sprinkled upon us this morning. Scooter Magooter, man, what do you got? What's your first take about this?
RT mentioned the speed that's out there. So right now I'm looking at 2 possession receivers, Khalil Shakir, who can do it all, and then 2 speedsters. 30 degrees, which we're all accustomed to, both teams. No precipitation in the forecast, but 40 to 45 mile an hour winds, gusts I'm seeing. So I don't know what to take out of this. They're bringing in speed, but yet you think they'd bring in the size for the blocking. So I don't know what they're bringing here. But it looks like they're just trying to get Mecole Hardman and Cooks some field time for a playoff run.
I love it, man. I think what we were talking about with this wide receiver room all season about how Josh doesn't have these targets. Oh, these guys can't get separation. We found actually that they can get separation and that there's different problems, mostly scheme oriented, that might be causing these guys to not be getting targets and balls. But for being unhappy with the way that this room kind of developed into the season, we again have a combination of wide receivers on the field that have not been on the field before, which I think is an advantage as far as game plan goes, right? Because the Browns don't know what Mecole Hardman, Brandon Cooks, Joshua Palmer look like on a Bills offense, because those 3 dudes have never shared the field together at the same time. So I don't know, Brandon, it looks like they want to get Cooks involved early in games, at least like throw a couple long shots and keep the safeties honest and all that. It might be one of those days where, you got a speedster Hardman out there, you got Cooks out there. They might be trying to air it out a little bit, who knows? I think
I'm seeing the X and Z, Swank. The X and Z are going to be Joshua Palmer and Tyrell Shavers, who are excellent blockers.
Yeah.
And then you got your slot with Shakir, and then you got the 2 speedsters. So I think anything's up for grabs today.
Yeah. It's going to be a wild day. It's going to be wild. Let's see if these Brownies got their inactives
the
out.
Brownies.
The old Brownies. Oh, there we go. Denzel Ward.
Ooh, that's a big one.
Dylan Sampson, Mike Hall, Wyatt Teller,
that's a big
Amari Thrash, Njoku, Sam Kamara.
Garrett's not on there?
No, unfortunately. So the only guy. Yeah. Here's a little look at their our lads lineup here. When we were throwing this up on the show, man, they are just riddled with injuries, like big name injuries. And it's a little wild here. Let's talk a little bit about what we got going on, man. Scott, what do you think our offense has to do against the biggest threat on the field, in my opinion, Mr. Myles Garrett, to get this job done today?
Well, as mentioned on the K-Gun report, I think they got nothing to lose, and Garrett's got a record to chase. So they're going to go no holds barred and try to get that record for Myles Garrett. And what better way to do it than against Josh Allen? So offensively, I think you just need to protect him. Again, it's a lot easier to say than actually do. But the best way, as far as my knowledge goes of football, to protect your quarterback and keep those defensive edge rushers at bay is you do throw screens, which is something we hate. You do a lot of outside stuff. Anytime that running back crosses the face of the edge, they should be manning them up or at least drifting back to cover that. So a lot of stuff to the outside, even if it's just trolling and not actually giving him the ball, you need to keep Myles Garrett's mind occupied on something else other than the quarterback. So protect Josh. We're playing against a team that is desperate just in the fact that they're not making the playoffs, so they're going to play for just glory at this point. So we have a lot to gain. They got a lot to, we got a lot to gain. They have a lot to lose. We could potentially win this a potential playoff spot this week. So protection. That's my big thing offensively. Just protection, and you got to scheme it that way.
I like you, man. Just to clarify, I don't think we hate screens. All screens. I think we hate that one Khalil Shakir.
And the timing of when it's called too.
Yeah.
Like third and 12, they're running a bubble screen. That's a little nuts. You know what I mean? It's a little wacky.
I don't get Joe Brady's line of thinking this year where it's like you have Josh Allen back there. Literally, the other two big options are he bombs it all the distance of the field with his huge arm, or he could run. He could run when everything breaks down. So, why are you limiting your option to that really quick out screen and getting 3 yards and pissing a whole fan base off? I don't understand. RT, man, what do you think? What's this offense got to do today?
Honestly, I want to see what we've seen these last few weeks, especially with the tight ends. I'd say, all the criticisms of Joe Brady leading up to the last couple weeks was valid, but I've actually liked what they've done these last couple weeks, especially with the tight ends who, are active. Hawes, Kincaid, and Knox. Those little short intermediate patterns, crisscross patterns that they used very well against Cincinnati. A lot of that was due to the field conditions, but I felt like they were able to feature both guys in the offense last week. Dawson Knox had a great week. Kincaid mixed in there too. But obviously he's been banged up really all year. He's been going through injuries again and again, did not practice list, I think, midweek this week too, which was kind of perplexing. But I think that's a huge factor in this one with kind of a short list of wide receivers. Usually they have 6. This week they got 5 active. I'd like to see Hawes, Kincaid, and Knox mixed in here along with Ty Johnson. Josh Allen's got to get the ball out quick, even though he's one of the more fluid, mobile quarterbacks in the game. I think he's still got to worry about getting the ball out quick with Myles Garrett, on the other side, trying to come after him. So trying to get that record. So getting the ball out quick, I think, is essential today. Getting the ball out to Ty Johnson, Khalil Shakir, intermediate passes, Kincaid and Knox. I think that could really wear down the Cleveland Browns defense, which is really the best part of their team. I think that's safe to say. And it could be a really easy day if Buffalo does that on offense.
I love it, man. I love it. I think overall, there's only one name on this defense that we're worried about here, and it's this guy right around here, right about there. My brother-in-law is a huge Browns fan. He's unfortunately inflicted that burden onto my adorable 10-year-old nephews who love the Cleveland Browns. I've been trying to get them back. I'm talking about Uncle Swank will buy you any jersey you want, take you to games. Let's go.
Timmy, you could be the best father in the world, man, but you done messed up.
You done messed up. I'm trying to.
UPS will show up to your door sooner than later.
I'm trying to swank with my cousin Candy's son Finley. They live out in Pittsburgh, and I said, "Did you just what?" And they came literally the week after we beat the Steelers. I said, "Finn, did you just watch last week's game?" Now I'm starting to talk trash a little bit to the kid. I'm like, I don't want to do that much. Yeah. Then he starts talking trash to me about last year's playoff run. I'm like, this kid knows more than he should. Maybe he knows a little bit more than what I thought.
Swank, on the offense, we got James Cook. I'm not sure why they brought in O.J. Simpson for today's game, but wait, that's a different number 32. We do have a new kicker.
We do.
Michael Bradley.
Yeah. A nice new kicker. Oh, man. Yeah, that's been a thing, huh?
They've been kicking around with kickers this year.
Michael Bagley.
Bagley? Yeah,
Bagley. Yeah.
Bagley.
Cool. Yeah, for me, man, I think healthy dose of the run. I'd like to see You know what I'd like to see? Something I've been banging the table for all damn year. If Miles is chasing that record, and I don't want him to get it against Josh Allen. I hate that thought in my head. I think he needs 1.5 to do it. Is that correct?
1.5? Yep.
Yeah.
Something like that.
I would really like to see this thing that I've been asking for. Alec Anderson as the extra offensive lineman. If things are getting a little tough, let's just pop him in there. Because you know what? You had an MVP season last year for your quarterback by doing that all the time.
Sure
and
did.
this year, you've done it once by my count. You know, I just think if things are getting tough, do it. Give Josh that extra little second. Give James that extra little inch. You know, why not? Like, it doesn't hurt. If you are not successfully being able to get positive yardage because the pressure is too much, sacrifice a target to protect your quarterback, just like you did all last year. I don't understand what the issue is with that, but maybe they're saving for the playoffs. They're like, hey, this worked really great, guys. We're not going to do it. Don't worry. And then they do it. Joe Payton, that guy. Let's switch sides here, man. What does our defense need to do to stop this super high-powered Cleveland Browns offense that's on their 18th quarterback, their second choice rookie quarterback, who they don't trust at the goal line? What do we think here? I can't remember who I started with. I think RT I did last time. So Scooter, what do you think about our defense up against this offense today?
I went to my dad's earlier today just to help him with his pellets for heat, and I came across, I was thinking about what I'm going to say about what this defense has to do against a rookie quarterback, against a rushing game that with Judkins that can be done pretty well. Obviously, they're missing their best right guard, a guy that formerly played for the Buffalo Bills, and Wyatt Teller, which that's a whole other story. That's a whole different show about people that we let go. And my first thought was, well, let's just stop the run. But my second thought was, we struggle apparently against teams that aren't that great. We make bad offenses look good sometimes.
Lay down.
So I went through the whole, we're a playoff team that's been playoffs for a long time. We are a defensive minded head coach. We are a defensive team that is getting healthier and healthier every week. Defensively, we need to put our foot down and show people what this Bills defense is all about right before the playoffs start. It's that time of season. We're late into the season. We got 3 games left. It's time that we maybe potentially get a less than 100 yards total on a piss poor offense. Put your foot down, and you need to make sure that you're putting pressure on Sanders. We all say you put pressure on a quarterback, you're going to be successful, even the good ones.
Yep.
This is a guy that's trying to prove himself. He's obviously a rookie. He's struggling. It's time to do that and show your card and say, hey, we are a team that can make life miserable for a rookie quarterback. So to answer your question, Swank, make Shadir Sanders' life miserable. Stop the run, force the pass, and show everybody why he was picked so late in the NFL draft.
I like it, man. I mean, yeah, we talk about rattling QB's cages damn near every week on the K-Gun or on this show. And to do that, I think you have to put in some different blitz packages. We've seen that, like, rushing 4 doesn't work. Again, it's another one of those things where a coordinator likes to steer away from things that works, like Matt Milano coming out of his shell and smoking the quarterback a couple times last week. Like, why not do these things that seem to be working, that give the side of the ball that seems to have trouble here and there in the beginning of the season or the beginning of games a little boost, a little juice? Like, get on them early. You know what I mean? RT, what do you think?
I would say a term that gets thrown around a lot when it comes to the game is gap integrity, as far as closing those rushing lanes. Realistically, for me, the weeks that Shadur Sanders has played well, because there have been moments where he's looked better than a 5th-round pick. There's been moments where he's looked worse than a 5th-round pick, too. It's been very streaky, which is the sign of somebody that is in a situation he's just kind of thrown in there and feast or famine. Let's see what you got. They've got nothing to lose, everything to gain by just simply getting him experience. But a player on this offense that I think is really solid is Quinshon Judkins.
Mhm.
And I think that Buffalo's run defense has started to improve a little bit. There's been moments where it's been bad. It's been kind of wishy-washy. Chase Brown was not really putting up a big stat line against the Bills. Then we had last week Travion Henderson with some moments here that were, obviously not too great. So I think the run defense, the gap integrity, dare I say it, I can't believe I'm saying it, but ever since Terrell Bernard went down and Shaq Thompson went in, I feel like that middle of the field has been better in terms of run defense. Most of the runs have been to the outside that Buffalo has had a problem with, whereas before that, when Bernard was in, it was mostly up the middle, most of the damage that was done. So something, that I've noticed these last few weeks is that if we don't allow the running back to run to the outside, if we force the team to run up the middle, we've got enough in the middle there, defensive line and linebackers wise right now, that I think we could really stifle Quinshon Judkins today. And if we do that, forces Shedeur Sanders to play, 35, 40 pass attempts in a game. And that's the type of game that you want the Browns to be in. You want to force Shedeur Sanders to have to make plays with, I will say, a really limited supporting cast. This is probably one of the worst wide receiver, units in the league, along with a really banged up offensive line. So if Buffalo's pass rush is not really seen in this one, then we definitely have reason to be frustrated with that. This pass rush outside of Joey Bosa has been a little bit too inconsistent. This is the day that I'd like to see, Greg Rousseau get a sack, whoever's on the defensive line other than Joey Bosa, as well, I should say, as Joey Bosa, make something happen and get to the quarterback, shut down the run game, get to the quarterback, force quick decisions that Shedeur Sanders is not really good in those moments, and we'll have a good day. This is a fantasy football start. Buffalo Bills defense, I think today is a solid start for this week.
I like it.
With that all being said, Swank and RT, our run defense has gotten better with Shaq Thompson. Bernard is back. Is this, in a sense, to you guys, is this a big game for Bernard?
Huge.
Because if they run a lot and get a lot of yards and control the game, and obviously the outcome is not what we want, are we questioning now that middle linebacker play, Bernard versus Shaq Thompson?
I think so. Just as a run defender, I think he's more of a pass coverage linebacker than he is a run stuffing linebacker. Literally, physically, you see it. Like, you literally see, as soon as we're playing a team that's got a run blocking offensive line with a solid running back, you see that kind of weight distribution push back. We see that we're a little light in the loafers. I hate saying that, but it's just the way it is. You look at the chart, 6'2", 230, Matt Milano, 6'1", 230. There's just not a lot of weight, not a lot of thump in the linebacker core. And I think that's a huge talking point for the offseason this year. Like, that's something that they need to add, whether they're backups or mid-round picks like Matt Milano was or not. It's just something they need to add to the defense in the event of injury. And huge day for Bernard today. Big time.
100%, man. I don't know. The Bills ride the hot hand, it seems, right? Like, so I think, why mess with something that's working? And to be fair, Bernard has been battling injuries all season, and it's I remember the beginning of the season, it was like, Matt Milano's healthy, Bernard's healthy, we're finally going to get this duo back there that we've been like lost. We have not had the opportunity to see these two bruisers that we love so much out on the field together healthy, and then it's like lackluster, and then they both get banged up, and then you got Shaq coming in and laying the hammer. It seems like the torch has been passed from Ed Oliver to Hoyt to Shaq Thompson. Now it's like these big personalities, big dudes get like hurt, and then it goes on to the next guy, and I don't know. I would take it. I think his juice is insane. The way he is flying around the field and hitting people, like, he just blows people up. Like, I don't know. I don't think I'd sit him down for an extended amount of time because of Bernard. Yeah. So we have some questions coming in. I want to get to them. I am not ignoring you guys. We've had this one twice. Paulette and our guy Robbie both asking, why is Coleman a healthy scratch again? What's going on with him? What do you think, Scott?
Honestly, it seems like the ship was right for him, righted by him to be on the starting roster. We'll never know the right answer, but I think it's because the Bills have brought in the 2 speedsters. I think the Bills want to see more speed on the field, as well as an up-and-coming star in the Buffalo Bills wide receiver corps. As quiet as he's been, the Bills have always had that Mac Hollins, that Gabe Davis type blocking wide receiver. So that's why I think Tyrell Shavers has earned that spot. So then who do you bench? You bench a Khalil Shakir or Joshua Palmer, who both have shown a little spark. Keon hasn't showed any spark. He's caught a couple touchdown passes, but that's his only stat line for those games. So I think it's you practice well, you play well, you earn your spot on the roster. That's what McDermott's all about, and that's why Keon's sitting.
I'm with you. I think they just don't like what they're seeing from him, and I think this is very telling because they didn't have to bench him. There's no disciplinary. It's just
football.
Yeah, we don't want you out there.
Just X's and O's. That's it.
Yep. Here we go. Uncle Jane, probably a dumb question. Never, Uncle Jane. If Pats lose to Baltimore, Miami, Buffalo wins out, do we win the AFC East? Yes, I believe that is exactly the scenario. We're only, just a full game now, right? Yeah.
Yep.
Full game behind. We split the 2 matchups, so I think after that it goes to what division record?
Yep. If Pats lose to Baltimore and Miami, it is a division and a conference record that's affected. So it depends on who at the end of the season, if they're tied, who has a better AFC conference win. And I think if Pats just lose one of those games and we win out, we would take it.
We got our guy Nate in the comments from Circling the Wagons. They want Hardman for some speed. Hell yeah.
Yep.
Good dog.
Got to get that speed out there.
And Paulette's boyfriend Red has a birthday today. So happy birthday. Go Bills. Hope we get a big win
Happy
for you,
birthday.
brother.
Is his name Dan?
Red.
Oh, don't you have a song? Big Red. What's your song?
Old Red Dan.
Old Red Dan.
Old Red Dan.
That's what I was referring to.
Oh, gotcha.
Happy birthday, Red.
Happy birthday.
Uncle Jane also said earlier, is it mostly Dawkins versus Garrett? Is that what you're thinking, RT?
Yeah, Jim Schwartz is the defensive coordinator of the Cleveland Browns. We know him very, very well. I would argue that some of the most fun years I've seen watching Bills defenses were Jim Schwartz defenses with that cold front. Mario Williams, Marcel Darius, Jerry Hughes, Kyle Williams. Those guys, he liked to move those guys around a lot, depending on the type of coverage or type of play, I should say, that they were going against. So maybe we see Garrett Dawkins mostly. Maybe they decide we're going to move him over to Spencer Brown's side, move him around a little bit, just to try. They're going to do whatever they can to get him that record today. Like I would not be shocked if they had him line up as a middle linebacker and just ran through the middle of the line with the hope that he can just get a free hit on Josh Allen. So I wouldn't be shocked by anything today.
Yeah.
Will Josh lay down for Garrett for the record like Favre did for Strahan?
No chance. No chance. No chance in hell. That I do know. I still remember that. I remember watching that and I nudged my dad. I was like, what was that? My dad's face, he was just like, oh my God, did that just happen?
I mean, that's almost like disrespectful, right? Like
it was bad. It was pretty bad.
Yeah,
Like,
it was
pretty awful.
I can't see Josh Allen. Like I could see him at the end of the game giving him big congratulations about it if he got it, but he's going to get it honest.
Marcus Gastineau was not happy about it. There's a clip out there that shows him meeting Brett Favre. It's like, why'd you do that to me? Why'd you do that to me, Brett? And he looked like he was about to put a left hook in his face.
Shoulda.
Yep.
Why not? Here we go, guys. We're going to do some X Factor score prediction, but why don't we start with the Spaghetti-O guy, fan, mullet man of the week here. Corey, you didn't see the intro that Jerry put together. You're going to want to rewind this and see the beginning of this here, Corey. But here we go. Our guy, Corey Blaine from BWO.
I don't know what to say, guys.
I got to tell you, that's 9 seconds in. That's the quietest I've ever heard him. Anyway.
2 weeks now, I said we need to get this team back on track. I said we need to find the backbone of this team. I done took the SpaghettiOs out of the can, just did straight tomato soup. And I feel like after that big-ass comeback win last week, baby, that we coming back strong. The Patriots, I think, about to go on a downfall. I know I'm excited. I'm sorry. I've been sick for a few days. I finally got my energy back. I'm ready for this game. I'm in my head. I don't know if I keep the tomato soup rocking since we've been smacking cheeks at the ass end of the game. So maybe we'll throw a little bit of backbone back in there. And maybe this week we'll smack ass the whole game and not have to be sitting there biting our fingernails for the first quarter and a half. Sons of bitches. Whoo! But it's game day, guys. What up, 24/7? What up, Bills Mafia? It's your boy, Corey. Hey, man. Bills are going to smash the shit out of the Browns today. 42-10. Wow. My X factor, Keon Coleman. Been quiet, bud. It's time. 2 touchdowns, 100 yards.
Not too late to edit.
Win. All right,
Oh, they suck.
Holy suck.
Yo, he did, to be fair, in the comments. He was like, "Oh,
He did
there goes
put
my
that.
X
I did.
factor, dude."
I did see that.
Maybe he was talking about for season stats for Keon. It was
you go.
2 touchdowns and 100 yards.
I sent him a message. I said you should have sent that one to drafts before you put that out.
Yeah, dude.
Oh man.
Yeah, Corey, you should be sorry for swearing, you son of a bitch. God damn it. You're all good, dude. We love that you sent them in. Let's see, RT, man, you wanna kick us off here? Give us a little your X factor and a score prediction.
Sure. So my X factor today is none other than, I think, the co-MVP of this Buffalo Bills offense. I'm going James. Let him cook. James Cook. I think right now he's much, much closer to Jonathan Taylor than that guy was that was giving you beef, Swank, about you saying that, he was better than Jonathan Taylor to ever stepping on a football field. Like James Cook is closer in yards than that guy was to stepping on a football field. You get what I'm saying there?
I think so. Yeah,
You get it? Okay. I worded that funny, but what I'm trying to say is that James Cook is a pretty damn good running back. Yes. And I think he's probably right now the most underrated running back in the game. I'm not hearing people talking about him in the same conversation as Jonathan Taylor, in the same conversation as a Devin A-Chain or a Bijan Robinson, and he's got more yards than A-Chain and Robinson, and he's really close, as we see here, to Jonathan Taylor. So I like the yards per carry, 5.2. I would venture to guess that same 5.2 yards per carry, James Cook could be at that clip by the end of today's game. I'm going over 100 yards and 2 touchdowns in today's game. James Cook, X factor. And score prediction, right? Throwing that in there. Yeah. Score prediction, I'm going 35-17 Buffalo.
I like it.
Yep.
I like it.
There you go.
What do you got, Scooter Magooter?
I'm going to make this quick on this part of it. Protection, I've already mentioned, is the offensive key to success. So the X factor is going to be protection on one end, sacks, and no protection on the other. That's going to be the key of the game. If that happens, life is miserable. We win by the score of 35-14, a 21-point win. Vegas has them at 10. I think that's a fitting score. But we've seen a 6-3 game against the Bills and Browns before. So I'm optimistic. That's what I'm going with. Love that stat. And I love that you throw up stats there, Swank.
Hey,
because real quick, when they talk about Allen as MVP season, they talk about, Bradford's doing better, yada, yada, yada. But Bradford's got Puka, right? He's got Kyron Williams. He's got all this talent. Matt Stafford. Yep.
Matt Stafford. Yep.
You were just back a couple of years.
You went back. You went back. You said Bradford.
Oh, I like Bradford. Stan Bradford too. And then you're looking at the Jonathan Taylor and James Cook stats. It's like, well, Jonathan Taylor also has an offense. Obviously, the quarterback situation just became recent, but he had an offense that has wide receivers,
right,
and a rookie tight end that's kicking ass.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
James Cook and Josh Allen are that offense, knowing that that's their offense, and defenses are preparing for those guys. And James Cook is putting up the numbers he is. That's all I'm saying. He's the best running back in the NFL.
I would agree. I think it's very funny the amount of shit that I took from this gentleman who's retired and all he has to do all day is crunch stats and wanted to argue with me. When you're looking at these guys' stats, a tenth of a yard different average, and Jonathan Taylor has one more attempt. James Cook is one James Cook run away from having the same exact yardage as Jonathan Taylor. So I can't remember what that old crusty asshole's name was, but I hope you find this on the internet, brother. You want to come on the show and talk about it? I would love to. I'm sorry I was so far out in left field saying James Cook is the best running back in the NFL. Obviously, his stats don't say that. So
throwing this in there too, it's very likely, I think, given the quarterback situation of the Colts, that Jonathan Taylor will be stacked against all year, the rest of the year. The box will be stacked. James Cook with his quarterback situation, not necessarily the case, right? As we've seen week to week. I think James Cook will be the NFL leading rusher by season's end. I will predict that. Maybe he'll fall a little bit short, but to Swank's point, he's not that far off. Today could be the difference between James Cook being the rushing leader at season's end or not. I really believe that. If we're able to avoid Myles Garrett, anytime the Bills play against a top flight defensive end, I remember even when they play against Joey Bosa, they'd run away to the other side, to the opposite side of the field. That's why I think James Cook could have such a huge day as well today. They'll overutilize him for a matchup like this, and he's going to just take runs to the outside all day long. And I think it's going to be great to see. For sure.
I love it. I could see a lot of exactly what I was going to say. A lot of pitches away, opposite, stuff like that. I think you're going to absolutely see a ton of that today. You know what, man? Since we haven't talked about it as much or whatever, I'm going to flip it. I'm going to say the X factor for me is this linebacking core and stopping this run, man, this run defense. So let's take a little session, a little time. Let's put on a little bit of a clinic and show everybody that we indeed can stop the run, and it'll be good practice for us to get into the routine of when hopefully we're in the playoffs here, which we can clinch today if the Buffalo Bills win and either the Texans or the aforementioned Colts have a loss. We have clinched if that happens. So cross your fingies, dot your I's, all that stuff. For me, my score prediction, I guess I'm going to go 35-13. And Uncle James been hinting at it all show. Fourth quarter, you see Mitchy Tribs comes in and
Tribs
guides
us to a nice little victory formation.
Well, Swank, that's hard to gauge nowadays in the NFL because there's been so many comebacks. But I was thinking about that. You get the lead. We've got a bunch of people that are coming back. Almost snap count them because playoffs are that second season is more important than this season. Let's clinch it. But once we feel comfortable enough where it's clinched, let's step back a little bit and make sure that our defense is getting a little more healthy as we go on because we do have people coming back that are coming off injuries. And I know all these players do play injured. But, yeah, let's see some reps for some of the backups once it's comfortable, please.
You close your eyes and you know that in a few short weeks, the return of the red helmets will be back. And I'm just fantasizing before I go to bed at night, Mitch Trubisky running out of the tunnel, Josh Allen
as a starting quarterback,
just it's putting his feet up with a bowl of chicken wings and just watching Mitch Trubisky just dart up, piece up the Jets defense. That's my dream for the way to close out the Ralph. That's all I want for Christmas.
2 orders of the Fandemonium wings from Otis and Lisa's. That's what Josh Allen needs.
Yeah, I'm getting some of those Christmas Eve and some of them Fandemonium.
Oh, I got them last night.
Nice.
How crazy would it be? Like, because if Josh is inactive for that game, he's going to come out in his sweats. He definitely for sure is still wearing that red helmet.
Oh yeah.
Right? Like for sure he's coming out with that red helmet on.
With a hoodie and sweatpants.
Yes, absolutely. Like, yeah,
that'd be great.
You can't miss that opportunity. You can't.
Yeah, man, for sure. Like just on the sidelines in his sweats with his red helmet on the whole game. Be so fun.
Real quick, Hill Carthy and Tade are joining us from Instagram. Can't forget to hit up the Instagram people. Right now, StreamYard does not allow those comments and all that stuff to come in, but thanks for joining us from Instagram. Appreciate it.
Hell yeah, man. 680 of you tuning in live with us today for the official kickoff game of the Buffalo fan base, which we are a part of the network of, and super proud to be. As sorts, we are sponsored by 26 Shirts. Go to 26shirts.com. See what Del Reed and the gang got cooking up. I don't know if this is true or not, but I'm going to say it's true. If you put your order in right now, you might get it before Christmas on Thursday. Maybe.
Nice.
Maybe might. Don't quote me. Go to the website and check it out. But I think definitely maybe. You know, guys, really appreciate you guys hanging out. Let's do a quick final thought round robin here, and we'll get you to your game day rituals. RT, let the people know your final thought and where they can find you on the social medias, computers, networks.
Final thought. I'll do the plug the show first. Thomas Take Sports Podcast available Wednesdays at 8 on the Buffalo Fanbase Podcast Network. I say this every week. Really hoping to recap a win, as always, on this Bills recap show. Last Wednesday, did a lot of the preview and prediction, and I actually went back into the time machine, played some clips of the 8-0 Bills loss against the Browns and the 6-3 loss to the Browns. Common denominator in both of those games. This was crazy. Trent Edwards and Derek Anderson playing horrible at quarterback. Jamal Lewis running for over 100, and Marshawn Lynch putting up almost 100 yards in both of those games. So I know that the quarterback play will be better in this one on Buffalo's side. I don't quite know if the quarterback play will be better on Cleveland's side, but I know the rushing game will be better in comparison in both categories. A big day, I think, for running backs. Running backs have been taking punches and elbows and kicks to the groin these last 5 years with this league's a passing league, and all these guys are coming out saying, hold my beer. Christian McCaffrey, James Cook, Saquon Barkley, this new era of running backs. I've really enjoyed it, actually. I think it's made football what football should be, right? And James Cook's a part of that. Really thankful to have Josh Allen, but I'm just as thankful this holiday season that we got James Cook, number 4 in the backfield.
So you're team MFFA.
Yeah.
Make football fun again.
Yeah. Yeah, I got that hat somewhere. I have a make baseball fun again too. That one actually means a little bit more. That's true. That's actually true.
Put a cap on.
Yeah.
Scooter Magooter, man, what's your final thought? And tell the people where to find us.
Well, you can find us on all social media platforms: X, Insta, Twitter, obviously X and Twitter, same thing, Facebook and YouTube. So join, like, subscribe, do all that good stuff. If you like what you hear and see, join up. If you'd like to be part of the conversation, which Swank does a great job on Sunday Sessions and the K-Gun Report, we get your comments up there because you guys have a voice and we love to hear it. We are growing organically as always, so any likes, follows, and all that stuff help us out, but it grows us, and you guys are part of this family. My final thought, Swank, is Bills Mafia equals family. It is the holiday season. Sunday Sessions will be coming at you after Christmas. So Merry Christmas to all. And this is a time, I'm bringing this up only because Mark makes it known in social media. This is a time when your elderly family members and tend to get a little more sick. Things come up because it's a winter season. Call them up, see how they're doing. Mark, we're praying for you and your family at this time. We love you. And it's a holiday season. It should be 365 days of the year, but Thanksgiving and Christmas tend to bring it more to light. Whether you have a grudge or not, you're with you're up to date with your family or not, forgive and be loved and loved. It's a great time of the season, but it's a reminder that it should be 365 days of the year. Bills Mafia's family, we love you, Bills Mafia, for joining us. I love you guys. Merry Christmas and go Bills.
Merry Christmas, go Bills.
Merry Christmas, go Bills.
Wow, well said. Couple things, guys. I say it every week. Enjoy this time. We have 3 regular season games left. Where the hell did the season go? It is like a flash, man. We're right in it again. This is such a great time to be a Bills fan. The last 8 seasons have just really been a gift, and just I hope that you realize what you're watching is not only amazing and entertaining, but it's history. These are games that you're going to be talking to your great grandkids about. Josh Allen in the snow and all the theatrics and James Cook. Like this is just such a fun team, dude. And I think you really gotta just be in the moment and enjoy what you're seeing, because we know it doesn't last forever and we know what it can be. Hopefully we've done our time and that won't come back around for quite some time, but just enjoy it, man. It's great. And we only get so many of these games. So that being said, I also wanted to say our boys over at BWO, Corey Blaine, did a hell of a job hosting, and we had Spartan up there getting the connect, and Pat involved in all that. Had Dwayne Carter on their show here this last week. You can go check the episode out. Please go check it out, man. It's a pretty cool thing, and support those boys because we love them. You know what I mean? Other than that, get your beers, get your wings, get your pizzas.
Need a refill.
There you go. Go Bills.
Love you guys. Go Bills. Merry Christmas.
Go Bills. Merry Christmas.
Go Bills. A Merry Christmas. Go.